This bandaged sociopath was once the childhood friend of Bruce Wayne. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we will explore the origins of Dr. Thomas Tommy Elliot, otherwise known as Hush.
My work has taken too long, but now it's time for my masterpiece to be unveiled.
As with most comic book characters, there are often reimaginings and different versions to a character's past. We've chosen to primarily follow the storyline that unfolded in 2002's Batman number 608, which was then expanded upon throughout its 12-issue storyline. First introduced in 2002, Hush was first seen stalking the Dark Knight from afar. This happened as Batman was attempting to get stolen money back from Catwoman before his rope was mysteriously cut, causing him to fall into an alleyway. With Batman suffering a fractured skull and surrounded by street thugs, he was only saved when Huntress arrived in the nick of time. With his injuries too serious for Alfred to contend with alone, Bruce communicated his request for a specific surgeon by tapping Morse code, asking for the help of his childhood friend, Tommy Elliot. With Bruce's injuries credited to a car accident, he was sent to the hospital to be operated on. While under, Bruce recalled playing chess with Tommy and how he could never win, as his friend was always several steps ahead of him, always outmaneuvering him and lecturing him on never attacking without knowing his opponent's weaknesses. While the surgery was a success, Bruce emerged feeling helpless and was left wondering who had cut the rope. Afterwards, Alfred gave readers a flashback that showed Tommy's parents in a terrible car accident many years earlier. In that instance, Bruce's father had operated on them, but was unable to do anything to save Tommy's father. Several issues later, Tommy was killed when he foolishly tried to recover his pendant stolen by Harley Quinn and the Joker. With Batman arriving on scene to find his remains, the combined anger of the Joker having killed both the second Robin and now his childhood friend caused the Dark Knight to snap, and he brutally beat the Joker to a pulp. Readers were then shown the bandaged Hush watching from a distance, playing with Two-Face's coin. Following this, Bruce attended Tommy's funeral. As he did so, Hush freed the Joker from Arkham, revealing that he had used plastic surgery to take on Harvey Dent's identity, having faked the demise of his former self, Tommy Elliot. Several issues later, Hush had captured the current Robin and was holding him in a cemetery. However, he had already changed his identity again, this time taking on the face of Jason Todd, the version of Robin that had been killed by the Joker. When Batman arrived, he managed to disarm Hush with the help of Catwoman. He then began to fight his mysterious new adversary. All but defeated, the Jason Todd impersonator Batman assumed to be Hush dissolved into clay, revealing that he was actually Clayface. The trail running dry, Batman had to follow up on another lead in order to track the real Hush down. His investigation eventually led him to confront Hush on an old bridge, and there the two began to fight. During their battle, Batman noticed Tommy Elliott's pendant, causing Hush to point out that their fight had led them to the same bridge where Tommy's parents had had their accident. Hush ultimately confessed his true identity and that his vendetta against the Waynes was not because Thomas Wayne hadn't saved his father, but because he had saved his mother. He had severed the brake line on his parents' car, hoping to kill them both and become an orphan. Hush was then stopped when Jim Gordon arrived with the real Harvey Dent, who opened fire on Hush, forcing him over the edge of the bridge into the water. Batman dived in after him, but couldn't find his body. When he surfaced, he was told that the body he had buried in Tommy's grave had actually been Clayface as well. In the years that followed, Hush re-emerged to stalk and play deadly mind games with his old friend while allying himself with other Gotham supercriminals. As for his name, it was revealed to have come from his need to keep his true identity, Hush Hush, and from the nursery rhyme, Hush Little Baby, which was about a child who was never happy with what he had. Though Hush has yet to appear in a film or animated series, he did appear in 2011's video game Batman Arkham City, kidnapping inmates resembling Bruce Wayne and stealing their faces.
But you look just like Bruce Wayne.
Are you a fan of this bandaged, face-swapping sociopath with a hate-on for Bruce Wayne? For more gripping comic book origins, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Pray we do not meet again. Next time, I will not be in such a generous mood.